Hi, I'm Steve Visco with a special edition of the Insurance Tip Thursday. This week, my special guest and former social media intern of C.H. Edwards is Sandra Costanzo. We're here for a special behind-the-scenes discussion on a day in the life of a Disney intern with their newest alumni of the Disney program. Welcome, Sandra Costanzo.
Thank you for having me.
Too bad we don't have applause.
Yeah, right? We'll edit in.
Right. Well, first we're going to start with, what was a typical day like for an intern?
So a typical day would be we would get ready. So the commute would be you'd have to leave about an hour early. It depends on where you worked. I worked in Magic Kingdom, so the commute was a little bit longer. And then even the process getting into the park was a little more lengthy. But we would go in, and I was in 8 different stores.
Wow.
So I was in either one of those uniforms, and I'd go in, and we would have different tasks, and we'd rotate. So we would be all over the store throughout the day, and either we'd be the greeter, or we'd be behind the register, or doing a magical moment. So there was so many things that we could be doing throughout the day.
Wow, that's super, super fun. When you enter the program, does every single person who enter the program, do they get to graduate?
They do not. So once we start, there's always a larger group than what we finish with. But throughout the program, either people choose to self-terminate, which if they feel the program's not for them, or they have to get back to school, sometimes that's an issue. Or sometimes if they have too many points or reprimands, they also get terminated through the company.
Okay. Is there some kind of grading system for the interns, like an A through F scale?
Well, some of the interns are able to take classes, so they do take classes and they go a few times a week and they do get written exams.
Oh,
but
okay.
On the work end, there's just our point system, so you can either get, like if you're late or anything like that, you either get points which turn into reprimands.
Oh, okay. All right. Does Disney give you a lot of training before they kind of throw you into the job?
So when I got down to Orlando, it was about 2 weeks in Disney University of rigorous training between learning about the history of Disney and our jobs. So we would have about a day of learning the register, or one day learning food and safety prep. So we would be pretty much well-rounded on everything before we even got into the location. And once we got to the location, we would have 2 weeks of training. Part of it was hands-on with our trainer, and the rest was just kind of working with the rest of our co-workers to figure out what we were supposed to be doing and everything like that. And then after that, we have a little sticker on our name tag that says earning our ears. After that, we officially earned our ears.
Big question, important to me, is were you paid as actually a Disney intern?
I was. We were paid according to the Florida, I guess the salary or...
minimum wage in Florida, I
minimum
guess.
wage.
Yeah.
So we were paid according to that.
Okay, so but most important is you got paid.
We did get paid, yeah.
Is there like a selection process for available positions? Like, how did you get the job that you wound up doing?
There are. So throughout the interview process, within basically the second part, you get narrowed down to what position you're going to get picked for, and then it's verified in the phone interview. So you get to rank different ones that you want to be in, and then they place you according to what they feel you would succeed in.
Did you actually receive the position you wanted?
I did. Throughout my whole phone interview, I expressed the interest of working on Main Street, and especially in the confectionery, and that is what I was lucky enough to get.
How many hours a week did you actually work in a typical day?
So in a typical day, we worked about 8 to 10 hours.
Okay, like a regular full-time job.
It was.
Was the job ultimately fulfilling?
It was, because I learned different aspects of the job. I was able to learn more about Disney history, and I was able to work with a team along with being an individual to reach a goal and to interact with the customers and just create the magic throughout the whole park.
Great. And finally, what did you do with your time off when you weren't actually on the job working with Disney?
So on our time off, we would always just make the most of our days. So we'd get up early, we would have like character breakfast. We loved, like me and my roommate would hang out a lot, and we would go to character breakfast in the morning, and then we would do as many parks as possible.
Fantastic.
Yep.
And were tickets made available for you to actually go into the parks?
Yeah, we had main gate passes, so we were able to get in the parks anytime we wanted.
Fantastic. What a perk.
Yep.
Well, this has been Steve Visco, and I want to thank Sandra Costanzo for coming in and talking with us today about behind the scenes of being a Disney intern.